All right, you guys. Well, welcome back to another weekly video here at Childcare Business Executive Tools. My name is Ashley Benz, and today I'm going to be answering your questions live. I'm super excited about doing this. I don't think I've done one of these before, or if I have, it's been a long time. And so yesterday I decided just to pop on my Facebook business page and inside my community group and just kind of post up, and I asked you guys, what questions do you want me to cover? And we had some questions to come through, which I'm super excited to answer. But before we do that, let me go ahead, do all the tech stuff, and get all that squared away. That's going to allow you guys time to know that I am here and get ready to jump on this live with me. And we are going to get started. So while I am doing that, I'm going to do this really quickly, you guys. While I'm doing that, as you come in, if you can just let me know that you can hear and see me okay, that we don't have any tech issues, because you guys, listen, we would not want to have any audio issues of me trying to answer some questions live. That would be horrible, because the questions that were asked and the answers I have for you guys are going to be good. That's all I can say. You guys know I don't hold back. I'm going to tell you the nitty gritty. I'm going to tell you the truth, all those good things. And so we always want to make sure that we have to, that we do a tech check. So let me do that. And as I am doing that, what you can do is, as you're coming in, please say hello to me. Let me know where you're coming in from. Are you getting started? Are you already operating a childcare business? And I also need for you to do this as well. Go ahead and grab you something to sip on, you guys that are new. This is our time to come together. This is your time as a childcare business owner or a future childcare business owner to invest in yourself. And so we always get comfortable here at Childcare Business Executive Tools. So go ahead and grab you something to drink, you guys. I am drinking some cucumber water with a splash of lemon. Yes, you see how I use those descriptive words. But a cucumber water with a splash of lemon is what I've got drinking today. I'm trying to stay hydrated, you guys. You guys that know me know I have a hard time drinking water. But I have to tell you, it's been super easy when I do the cucumbers and the lemon and all that kind of stuff. So I have been actually doing really good. I have not had any added sugars. Well, at least I've kind of cut back on them. So anyway, side conversation. Anybody that's new here, I do side conversation stuff all the time. That's just me. So, but anyway, let me go ahead and share this out. And again, as you come in, please let me know that you can hear and see me okay, and that we are good to go. So I think we're good on audio is good, I believe. And then we have, let's see, what do we have? Let me make sure I do sound check. That's just me. So yeah, sound check is good. All right, let me go ahead and share this out with my community. Let them know that I am here. And hey, Kimmy, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a great summer. Hang on, y'all, because either something is slow. Okay, I think it's this over here. Yeah. So let me go in. I'm going to do a copy here and copy, and then I'm going to do a join me live. Hang on. Join me live. Okay, copy and paste it. All right. Here we go. Oh, let me share it to the right group. Share to a group. Childcare Business. Yes, and if anybody is not a part of our community group, I do have a community group. It's called Childcare Business Executive Tools. And all you've got to do is, if somewhere on this page, somewhere on my Facebook business page, there's a link to it. And then also what I'll do for you guys that are on YouTube, I'll leave the link down below just in case you guys want to join us over there. So I think that we are good to go. Hang on, let me make sure that we're good and share that out. What is it? Childcare Business. Hang on, y'all, just a second, because I believe we have a problem. Okay, so I did not realize that. Okay, so we changed one of the settings. That's okay. We'll just share this out later. We changed one of the settings, and it's not allowing me to share this inside the group. So in Yahoo, they'll just have to see the replay, right? And this is why you guys need to make sure that your notifications are turned on so that you know when I am broadcasting, okay? So good example of that. All right, so let me jump into this. Okay, hi Ebony, how are you? And okay. All right, you guys. So let me back up here and let me get this out of my lap. This keyboard, I got the keyboard here in my lap. Let me get that out of my lap. Get myself situated, you guys. And so anyway, for those of you that are new, welcome. So excited that you're here. My name is Ashley Benz. I'm a childcare business strategy consultant. I am also an online childcare educator. And I'm the founder and creator of Childcare Business Executive Tools. I am so excited that you're here. And so basically, my goal is to provide solutions to childcare owners, which allows you to automate your childcare businesses, and so that you can ensure these three things. And you guys, I have notes as always, so I'm looking down because I don't want to get these mixed up. Number one, so that you can ensure quality of care for children and families. Number two, so that you can ensure financial health and stability for your childcare program, because that's important. We do need to be operating profitable childcare businesses, not a lemonade stand, okay? And no offense to a lemonade stand, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, we have to be making sure that we are operating profitable businesses, not expensive hobbies, because there's a difference. And also for you to have more free time. And so what qualifies me to do this is that I actually owned, operated, ran, and directed a childcare business for 10 years. And I struggle with these three things. The quality I didn't struggle with, because that's just me. Whenever I'm releasing something into the world or the universe, I'm a perfectionist. So quality for me is always going to be there. However, the financial stability and health of my childcare business was not, and neither was free time. And so that is one of my goals, is to help current childcare owners automate their businesses, which I was able to do, so that you can have those three things. And then for those of you that are getting started, that would love and have the desire, which we're going to be talking about today, to actually own your own childcare business, I also help you with that process as well. And I just pretty much lay all the steps out for you. It's very easy. It's almost like a recipe. I have the recipe, and just make it really easy for you to get your doors open. So, all right. Again, we're going to be answering the question. I'm going to be doing some answering your questions live today. And so one of the questions that came through was, how do I deal with burnout? Also, I'm going to be answering the question, how to have 2 careers as a childcare owner. I'm going to talk about that because I do have some views on that. And there were some more questions that came through. And so if you guys do have some questions, go ahead and be loading those up for me so that I can get those answered. I'm super excited to be here. So this video is sponsored by my Childcare Business Automation Academy. Right now, you guys, the Childcare Business Automation Academy, it is for licensed childcare owners, or if you are really close to getting open, this would be the perfect academy for you as well. But it has been around since 2016, and I am doing a revamp. So we are getting ready to go into a 2019 version of the academy. And so right now I have it on pre-sale. You can get in there, get it at a discounted rate. And then after I actually go through and create all the new content that's going to be inside the academy, then obviously the price is going to go up. So that is that. And then also I do have a very brand new free 4-part video training for those of you that are getting started. Now, this training is going to answer a lot of your questions that you have on getting started. I get that question asked all the time. I'm either answering Instagram DMs, my Facebook personal, just everywhere I get this question asked all the time. How do I get started? What I do? So I created a 4-part video training series that's going to kind of walk you through all that, and all your questions that you have are going to get answered. Okay, I'm very thorough in that training, and most of the questions that I get, I answer inside that training. So I will leave the links to both of those down below for anybody that's interested in hopping inside of my Childcare Business Automation Academy pre-sale and taking advantage of that, and also a part of the free 4-part video training. All right, so I always like to give some sort of a shout out or anything like that. Anytime you guys send me any information on how I'm helping you, how this channel is helping you, if you're on YouTube and all that good stuff, I always like to share that information because it's powerful. I think that, we encourage each other. I feel like that we are a family here, And so I always like to share. So this is not a testimony, but this is more of a shout out. And this is a shout out to Misty Sullivan, you guys. Misty has been noted as one of my top fans here on my Facebook business page. And I just want to give a shout out to Misty. Misty is she's been a part of many of my programs that I have offered. She is always commenting, so every time I post something, she's always commenting or liking or engaging with the page here. And she's also a part of my private community group as well. And every time we welcome somebody, Misty is always there saying hello, welcome, this is a great place to be. So Misty, I just want to give a shout out to you. And Misty is in the process of getting her childcare business up and running. And she's had some challenges, as you know, everybody, we all have those challenges. But Misty, you guys, is not giving up. And I know, Misty, that if you continue to execute the things that I teach inside of the trainings that you have access to, Misty, you're going to get this thing done, okay? But I just want to say I am so grateful to you, Misty. I am so thankful for you. And I'm just blessed to be able to know you. So you guys, congratulate Misty. Again, thank you so much for just supporting Childcare Business Executive Tools and supporting me, Misty. I love you, girl. You are my girl. I love you to death. So, all right, you guys. Now, I need for you guys to do two more things before we get started. I need for you to like and share this video. What that does is, number one, it's going to train Facebook algorithm to show your stuff, to show my stuff to you. So if you are interacting with this video, liking it, sharing it, commenting, saying hi, anything like that, then Facebook is going to make sure to show, my stuff to you more often. So be sure that you do that. If you are on YouTube, so for my YouTubers that are watching, because you guys are watching the replay, if you're on YouTube, be sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Be sure that you hit the subscribe button. And be sure that you hit the bell notification so that you will be notified of when I post up new videos. And also, for anybody that wants to know when I go live and when videos are posted on YouTube, videos are usually posted on YouTube on Thursdays. And then I go live every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Usually it's more 12-ish because I can never be on time. I can never get here. I'm like, today I was like, I'm going to come in at 11:30. Just did not happen. But anyway, every Wednesday, you guys, is when you need to have your notifications turned on and all that good stuff. And you'll be notified when I am broadcasting. But it's between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, you guys. So I'm going to jump into this video. I'm so excited to do this, you guys. This is something I love answering y'all's questions. So I'm super excited to do this. All right. Hi, Kimberly. Let me say hello to people. Hang on, y'all. Hi, Misty. There she is. There's Misty. Misty, I was just talking about you. Misty, hi, Korniki. How are you? How are you? Hi, Miss Kimberly. It's good to see you here. Hi, Deidre. It's good to see you here. All right, you guys. Okay, so again, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave those down below, and I will get to as many as I can. So, this question here is from Amber Mitchell. And Amber says, have you ever felt just burnt out at the beginning stage when only you were doing research? All right, Amber. So you guys know that when I'm going to repeat that so we all are on the same page. But let me just say this, before I start answering these questions. For anybody that's new to me, let me just say this. First of all, I'm from Kentucky. Okay, so I'm country. I am a country girl. And country people, we just kind of tell it like it is, okay? So that's the one thing I want to warn you. I'm not gonna be, sugarcoating things or tickling your ears, okay? I'm gonna give you the straight, exact answer that I would want somebody to give me. And I believe that just being honest with ourselves and being truthful is the way to go. So for anybody that is not new to me, just a reminder, I have not changed, okay? I am the same Ashley that you found whenever you found me, and I'm just going to tell you how it is. So, with that being said, Amber says, have you ever felt just completely burnt out at the beginning stage when you only were doing research? So, the question, or my answer to that question, Amber, is that I don't get myself to a burnt out state doing research, okay? one of the things that I do is, I understand. Here's what I do. I understand there's only so much that I know. So if I get to a place where researching, and I believe, Amber, I'm taking it that, yes, you're in the beginning stage, so you're trying to get started. So when I'm getting to a place where I am trying to learn something new, I try to avoid going through a learning curve. So I'm not somebody that's going to just kind of keep beating my head against the wall because it's just not coming to me. What I do is I just get help. So I'm not going to burn myself out. I'm going to find somebody that knows what I'm trying to do, and I'm going to ask them to help me. That's what I do. So, Amber, you know, I don't know if you're new or how long you've been a part of the community, but that free 4-part video training that I have, you need to jump up in that, because I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know to get started. So we can bypass, if you get in that training, and anybody else that's listening to this, you can bypass all of that burnt out stuff and just get in that training. It's absolutely free, and I'm going to walk you through things. But me personally, I'm not going to beat myself up against the wall with stuff, because I know, like, okay, Ashley, I've been researching on something. I keep going around in circles about it. I'm confused. I don't have the clarity. I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm just going to find somebody that can help me. Okay. It's just like, you guys know I always use this, but if you're in the kitchen and you're trying to cook a certain recipe and you have a recipe book, or you have somebody that is willing to show you how to cook that dish, wouldn't you just go to that person and say, hey, look, I'm trying to bake this cake. Can you just tell me how you do it? Right? Or how you did it, or whatever, versus like trying to figure it out yourself. Right? So don't try to reinvent the wheel, is my thing. And also, you guys, I am going to be coming up with a topic. Actually, I was going to do that today, but I had posted out that live question to ask or to get you guys' questions answered. But I'm going to do a topic on, are you a child care business executive? Because there is a difference between a daycare owner and a child care business executive, right? And so even just those different titles it already sounds like, okay, I'm a daycare owner versus I'm a child care business executive. So one thing that, and if you are a desiring child care business executive, one thing that as an executive is going to do, they're going to reach out for help. They're going to find somebody that can help them. They're not going to, try to create things themselves. I mean, if there's somebody that can help them and they know they're not skilled at doing something, they're going to find somebody that can help them. Okay. So that is a difference between becoming a daycare owner or becoming a child care business executive. And when we're looking at that, you guys, this is something that if you're just getting started, Amber, and anybody else who's relating to this question that Amber has, if you're just getting started, this is just the beginning, because you're going to have a lot more things that you're going to need help with that you're not going to know. And again, when you open your child care business and you start going down that journey, don't sit there and beat your head up against the wall, guys. If somebody has an answer for it, go and just ask them, can you help me with this, right? You can bypass just a lot of mistakes and failures when you just get the help, okay? All right, you guys, this is from Sherry Winfield. And Sherry says that her question is, hiring an assistant or a sub, should I? How much do I pay? I have a home daycare, by the way, and thanks for your help. All right, Sherry. So, in regards of hiring an assistant or a sub, yes, and yes. Okay. If you are running a home daycare business, if you are running a center, every child care business owner needs to have backup. That's just it. It's almost like, okay, have you ever been in a situation, my brain is going, so just give me a second. Have you ever been in a situation, we've all done this, where you leave the house and you lock your keys inside the house, or you lock yourself out. You lock yourself out, the car, the house, whatever. We've all done it, And so instead of, doing that, because it's going to happen, you're going to be in a state where you're rushing, or especially me, I've got a 4-year-old, and sometimes my brain is just all over the place, and, things like that happen. So running your childcare business without an assistant or a substitute program, if you're a center, it's like pretty much walking out the door and locking yourself out. That's what that is. And what I'm saying about what I'm getting with that is that what it doesn't give you leverage. Okay. And so when we are operating a childcare business without having backup, without being able to call for backup, you're not operating in a way that you can leverage, that you're leveraged. Okay. And so if you have a family emergency, if, for us as moms, if you've got kids and the school calls you and they get sick, what are you going to do if you don't have somebody to help you or a sub? So, yes, everybody needs that. Okay. So how much do I pay? Now, this is a question I get asked all the time when it comes to paying staff, substitutes, all that good stuff. And so I always have to go back to, you pay what you can afford. You pay what your budget says you can pay, which means you should have a budget. And if you have a budget, then then your budget tells you what you can and cannot pay. Okay. Now, the way to kind of find out, in regards of what the market is paying, kind of what everybody else is paying and things like that, just do a research. Some of the easiest ways to do that is you can actually go on Indeed, or just even go in your local newspaper, or just somewhere like that where there may be other childcare programs hiring, and just see if they have it listed of how much they're paying. Again, you can always call. Okay. One of the other things that, is a big resource to you guys that's a part of the Childcare Business Executive Tools community, go in that group and ask, how much do you guys pay for your subs? And things like that. There's a lot of owners that are in there that have been operating their childcare businesses for years, and go in there and ask them. But the main thing is to get it, around for your area. I do want to say something on that as well. Be careful about paying somebody what everybody else is paying too, because, sometimes it could be a case of the blind leading the blind, where this child care program down the street is paying, I don't know what, like minimum wage here in Kentucky, I think it's like $7.25. And so because they're doing that, you're going to pay $7.25. Don't do it that way. Okay. Because at the end of the day, you got to make sure that fits into your budget. And if it doesn't fit into your budget, then you need to find some way to get it to fit into your budget. Okay. So, as far as how much do you pay teachers and things like that, without me being able to get into your budget, there's no way for me to tell you that number. And that's going to be different for everybody. So, Sherry, I hope that kind of makes sense, in what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, do your research. Like I said, really good places to go is Indeed.com. There's also another website. It's a government website. And I want to say is it the labor? I don't know. I have it somewhere. Anyway, there is, if you just Google labor wage, just type in labor wage. There's a government website that gives you like the averages of, what companies are paying employees in your area. So you can go to that, and that will really help you too. So, okay, hang on. I'm just looking at some comments here, you guys. Okay. Hang on, y'all. I'm going to take a comment break. Okay. Kimberly Martinez Murillo says, I'm a registered home daycare and I want to learn more about this business so it can grow. Kimberly, you need to get into automation, girl. That is exactly what you need. Misty says, hi, Misty. Okay, I want to read what Misty says. Misty says, you don't know how much you inspire me and others to want to do better. Not give up on their dream that God has put in all of us to be childcare providers or to pursue entrepreneurship. Thank you for all you do to bring us to higher level, higher standard and quality. Misty, girl, you're going to make me cry. Thank you so much, Misty. I so appreciate you. I really, really do. And you're going places, Misty. Just let me tell you that. Well, you all are going places. So, all right, y'all. So this is the last question that I have, unless anybody else has any other questions. Now, this question is from, let me take a little water sip, guys, because my mouth is dry. Okay. This question, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this is from Trinisha Adams. And Trinisha Adams basically, first of all, Trinisha, I just want to tell you that when I was reading your questions or what you have here, my heart just, I just almost wanted to start to cry. Like, I got really emotional because you poured yourself out in this question. And what I want to tell you, number one, I just want to say, first of all, I just want to say thank you for doing that. Not, I know sometimes that this is sometimes difficult, especially when you're like putting stuff online and, everybody can read it. But Trinisha poured herself out. And so I am going to answer your question. So let me just kind of give you guys a little bit of a background. But she says, hi, I just finished praying and I just saw where you post to write our question. I have a huge concern. I have 3 children. Their ages are 1 year old, 2 years old, and 6 years old. My dream is to be, I'm going to go ahead and read the whole thing because I feel like it's going to make sense. So my dream is to be a child care owner. I desire to have a child care center and provide a quality loving business for children to learn is my absolute dream. I am also very interested in becoming a NP, a nurse practitioner, and I love helping people and being a part of health and wellness. Nurse income also will provide me and my children a better life financially. I don't have a husband, so it's only me that is the provider in my household. I am a single woman, but not a single parent. I can't decide if I should go for nursing first and then build my childcare business after my kids have gotten older or finish with obtaining my early child degree, continue to save, apply to be a homeowner in the next 2.5 years, and open my child home care center after 1 year living in my home. So basically, Trinisha is basically asking, can she do 2 careers? Like, can she have her childcare business and also be a nurse practitioner and kind of basically kind of fulfill her passions of helping people? Now, Trinisha, it's funny because as I'm just kind of reading this, I kind of relate to that. And I think that all of us as entrepreneurs relate to that. Like, we almost feel like, sometimes, I have felt like, okay, man, I could be doing this, or I could be doing that, or I could be helping people. I went to a doctor's appointment the other day and I was like, oh, I would love to do this. I would love to be giving people their blood pressure or being like a nurse practitioner, just kind of helping people. And I think that really comes from just our hearts that we have to want to serve other people. So to answer your question, it's very difficult to run a successful childcare business and then have like a whole nother career on the other side. And the reason why I say that is because running a business is like having a child. And the child is going to need you. And the child is going to need your time. It's going to need your energy. It's going to need your brain power. It's going to need your fight when it doesn't, have the energy to fight for itself. It's going to need you, just like a child needs you. I know that you had also said in here that like being a nurse practitioner would kind of really help you guys financially. And I also think that you also have put in here that, let me see, hang on. Okay, so can you discuss career concerns getting to the position of a childcare owner, then transitioning smoothly to another career when having children? So here's my thing. I believe that we should do things smart and not hard. Now, having 2 careers, you're going to work your butt off, okay? And Trinisha, I don't know how long you've been a part of the community here or how much you know about me, but I'm not one to be working my rear end off. I'm not going to do that. And when we get into having too many businesses, that's what happens. Unless you can have a business that's on autopilot. So, I'm not a big fan of having a lot of things in the pot that require me to be there. Okay. So my advice to you, and this is for everybody, because I have kind of getting this question. I've seen a lot of childcare owners who they are running all kinds of businesses. They've got their childcare business going on, and then they've got other stuff that they're doing, and neither one of the things that they're doing is doing very well. Okay, because it's hard to. What's going to happen is you're going to spread yourself thin. And when you're running a childcare business, and so even if you're running a childcare business and being a nurse, you're talking about people that need you to be, at your top every day. Kids need you to be at the top that you can provide for them as far as your energy and what you can actually give and the energy that you give off. And so are the patients going to need that. Is there a way to maybe combine those two? Yeah, I guess you could have a childcare business, and then, I would get that up and running. And then maybe start a nonprofit wellness kind of ordeal, or something to that effect that kind of allows you to release that energy. Because I get that as an entrepreneur, you guys, I understand that. I feel even for myself. So there is things that I have to do so I can release, all the creative things I have inside of me. I'm a very creative person. So running a business to me is a form of me being able to release my creativity. But however, there are some times that I need to shift away from that because sometimes it can be too much. And so I need to do other things. But I'm very careful on what I do. And one of the things that I'm very passionate about is, just kind of doing one thing and sticking to that, mastering that one thing first, and then reevaluate, at that point on if I want to maybe venture off into something else, okay, or start there's even things right now that kind of tug at me all the time about what I do, because right now I'm in the childcare niche, but there's also other niches that I could be helping other people in, and so I kind of have that too. But then I get to thinking, okay, but if I go and, let's say I'm doing the childcare business industry, I'm in this niche, I'm helping childcare owners, and then I try to kind of start a whole nother business where I'm helping other people, I'm going to spread myself thin, and then I'm not going to be good to anybody, right? And so that would be I hope that answers your question or kind of give you a little bit of clarity. But just to kind of sum up what I want to really tell you here is, whichever one you want to do, start with that first, master that, and then reevaluate. Because honestly, Trinisha, the ideal goal would be, if you want to start a childcare business, to start that, and that business brings in everything that you need financially, that you don't have to be having pretty much two jobs. And as a single mom, I would love to see you be able to spend time with your kids. It's summertime right now, so I would love to see you guys are on vacation, right? You're taking a vacation every month. You took one in May, you're going to take one this month, you're going to take one in July, because you've got this childcare business that's up and running, and it's running so well because you've had that time, because you've been able to master that you are able to live that life that you want to. So I know I felt like I kind of was long-winded with that, but that would be my suggestions. I see some comments coming in. So let me kind of okay, hang on. So Crystal says, what's the likelihood of being able to set a schedule for yourself being away from the business as a owner after moving from an in-home to a center? All right, so setting a schedule for yourself being away from the business as an owner after moving from an in-home. Oh, okay. So Crystal, that is all automation, honey. That is exactly what that is. And if you want to go from a director role to an owner role, and whether you're doing a child in your home or you're doing a center, that is strictly automation. to be able to walk away from your business and be able to, set your own schedule. So, just brain, hang on, I'm getting there. But just was it the other day? Friday? Monday? I can't remember. Anyway, so one day last week, so you guys know I do this. This is my full-time job. I don't do anything else. This is what I do. And it's summertime. I have a 4-year-old. She's home. I don't have her enrolled in summer program or anything like that. I didn't want to put her anywhere. I want to spend time with her. And as a business owner, I feel like that I have earned my right to do that, right? I mean, I've worked very hard to be where I'm at, and I've earned my right to be able to have a business that allows me to keep my children at home and spend quality time with them. So, just something was off. And last week, it just hit me. And, it just was, my schedule wasn't working for me. Just wasn't working for me. So I changed it just like that. I didn't overthink it. I didn't, and even Nova, my 4-year-old, she told me, she's like, Mommy, I want to be home with you. I want us to go. And she'll get up, Mommy, are we going somewhere today? And so I said, you know what? Nope, change it. Just like that. She is my first priority. She comes first, okay? And so that is kind of how you want to set up your childcare business in a way that if something's not working, you can discover that on a Thursday, and come Monday morning, it's changed, right? And so what allows me to do that with running this business here is automation. And what allowed me to do that with when I ran my daycare business was automation, okay? Because in automation, it's a lot to that, but we're going to be talking about that inside of my Childcare Business Automation Academy. So Crystal, that would be a perfect place for you to jump in, because we're going to be, discussing all those things and actually how to do that, right? And so the main thing that you need to do is you've got to set your childcare business up that it can run without you, because if you don't, you're going to have an infant childcare business forever, meaning that it's going to be in its infancy stage forever. You do not want to be running a business and it's always in its infancy stage, meaning it has to be, you've got to be a part of it. In other words, it can't do nothing without you. Okay, that's the wrong kind of business, childcare business model. You don't want that. I hope that kind of answers your question. I think you said, what else? How have you been able to handle the fact that kids get sick because of the daycare environment, and what are some ways to fight against kids getting sick? Okay, so, well, you definitely want to have a policy. You want to have a policy on kids being sick. Obviously the root thing, I think, when you're running a childcare business and kids getting sick is, obviously you want to make sure that your program is well kept clean, it's sanitized, and all those good things. Hand washing, you guys, is the number one thing that you can do to prevent kids getting sick in a program. And the second thing that you want to do is you stop those parents at that door if they're bringing their kids in sick. You do not allow them to bring their kids in sick, okay? Because if they bring their kids in sick, then the other kids are going to get sick. If a child gets sick during the day, send them home. So that is, and we talk about those things inside the academy. It is that is a small form of automation. You have a process, a system in place. This is what we do if a child gets sick, and that's going to really help to keep down those germs in that program. I hope I'm answering that question. Kimberly says, I was thinking of having a home center with a part for special needs or children who needs a nurse or nursing assistant on duty to help care for any to help care for any parental care or help with transferring, hang on, I gotta hit see more, a child to, and okay, it kind of cut me off there, Kimberly. Since I loved working for the medical field, but also have the love for daycare, so I can want to combine the two. Yeah, and that's an option to combine the two, is to have like a little, kind of a nursing thing. But let me just say this, you guys, if you love the medical field, because I kind of find this a lot, there is some sort of a common thread between caregivers, right? Obviously, there's child caregivers, there are caregivers for the elderly. There, and so there is a common thread that we definitely have. I think though, when you run a childcare business, you're gonna get that anyway. And I remember, anytime a child would, have a little accident, fall in the playground, a little boo boo or anything like that. Yeah, I used to say, okay, guys, Miss Ashley's got to put on her nurse hat, and we've got to doctor up little Johnny, and that will just come with it. So you'll get that. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely an option. Definitely an option. Okay, awesome. Yes. Miss Kimberly says always cleaning, making sure that everyone knows the rules, and to include the parents. Exactly. Oh, and prenatal care. Okay, gotcha, Kimberly. And so that's coming from Miss Kimberly Peaks, you guys. Miss Kimberly Peaks, she has been owning her child care business for 12 years. So I know me and her both, we can tell you a lot of stuff about kids getting sick. But at the end of the day, you guys, it is a child care program. Kids will get sick. That is going to happen. And you have a policy. You make the parents feel, that you've got it under control, right? Okay. Yes. And Ebony's replying to Kimberly saying, I think special needs childcare is it is. Special needs childcare is, there is definitely a lack of special needs childcare. And I know even for myself, I used to take on special needs children. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I remember there was one little girl who, trying to think, because I had so many that would come in. But I think there was one little girl, she had to have like allergy shots. And luckily my mom used to work in the medical field. And so she, worked, it was family owned and operated. And so she was able to give the shots, but there was sometimes she wasn't there. The parent trained us. And, I called the state and they said, as long as that parent signs off and whatever, you guys, you're good. So we would have to give her shots. I love doing that kind of stuff, just making sure that they have what they needed. We also had a little boy, I worked with a little boy one time too, who needed a feeding tube and, things like that. So there is a lot. And the reason why I would take those children on, because there wasn't any special needs in the area. And, I was cool with that. I'm like, if you just show me how to do it, I'm cool with that. We can train the staff, as long as the parent was okay with that. But, if there was some special needs, programs in my area, then I wouldn't have to, they could have, went to those places. So there's definitely a need for sure. Okay, you guys, listen, this has been, I have loved this. Let me ask y'all this question. Do you guys like doing the live Q&A, or do you like it when I present something, or do you like both? Leave that in the comments below. I would love to kind of know, but I love doing these Q&As because it helps me to kind of stay like connected, with what's going on, what you guys need. And I love helping people. I love being specific in how I'm helping somebody. So, okay, but that is all the questions I have for today. Thank you so much for everybody that did post your questions. And let me know again, like, do you guys like this, or do you prefer when I just come on here and present a topic, or do you like maybe a mix of both? So in conclusion, I want to leave you guys with this, okay? Okay, you guys are saying both. Okay, I was like, I already know what they're going to say, but I want to ask them. All right, both. All right, so I got you. So we'll kind of add these in here. Maybe once a month, I'll do like a live Q&A session like this, and then I'll, bring my topics. I think that's a good idea. But in conclusion, listen, you guys, I'm going to share this with you guys. And this is something that, if anybody watched the BET Awards with Tyler Perry, I didn't get to see him, but I just saw the highlights of him. But he had said this, and I was just like, wow, it just hit me so hard. And it just gave me a totally different perspective of just, what I do, helping you guys. So Tyler Perry said, there is someone that is connected to your dreams. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about with his speech, right? He said, there is someone that is connected to your dreams. And so this is what I want to pull from that for you guys, for our child care business owners, that there is a parent who is connected to your dreams to what you have going on, everything that you're dreaming of right now. There's a parent there is a family and there is a child that is connected to that. And if you don't own that dream of yours, if you don't take ownership of that, if you don't take ownership of saying, you know what, I am going to become a childcare business owner. I am going to learn how to automate my childcare business so that I can live out this amazing dream that I have. If you don't own that dream, they will never get the opportunity to experience what you have to offer. Now, they're going to get to experience it, but they're not going to get to experience it the way that you would deliver it. Okay? So please, you guys, do not give up on your dreams. I don't care how tough it gets, because listen, you guys, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be tough. You know, whether you're trying to start your own childcare business or you're working for somebody else, it doesn't matter. You're going to have challenges no matter where you go. I'm the kind of person, if I'm going to have challenges, I'd rather for it to be, it's my challenges, because I'm the owner of the business. I am the CEO. I am, you know, the person at the top. So there are things I can fix and I can change. But when I am under somebody else, I can't do that. So for me personally, I am just not wired to work for someone else. And if something ever happened and I had to, by all means, you know, I'm going to do what I got to do, you know, to be able to help contribute to my family and help Victor, my husband. But at the end of the day, I'm not wired to work for somebody else. So I don't care what it takes. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care what the challenges are. I will find a way. And let me just say this. I'm gonna cut it off, because I could go on and on with this. But let me just say this. The dreams that we have, I believe that they are from above. I believe that any type of vision you have, any dream you have, and I'm talking about like those dreams that are like beyond your wildest imagination. Like it's something that says, if I could get to this place, I would feel, like in a dream. That is from above. And so really, honestly, you are doing the world a disservice when you do not take ownership of those dreams and stop being afraid of the unknown of those dreams. Everything is unknown. Okay? As a business owner, you guys, I wake up every day. I don't know what's, I may wake up one morning and all you guys are gone. I don't know. I hope not. But, that's just business. Things change. Things happen, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to stop. And whenever, things like that happen, that just means it's just time for me to pivot. It's time for me to make a change. It's time for me to shift some things, right? And so I believe that, our dreams are divine. They're from above. And if God gave you the dream, he's going to give you what you need to make it happen. So quit being afraid of it, okay? Just trust in the process. Just follow, have faith. Things will work out the way that they're supposed to, okay? But Tyler Perry, I just love him, y'all. He is amazing. And when I heard that, I was like, I have never thought of it that way. So just remember that there is a parent, a child, and a family that is connected to your dream. And if you don't take ownership of it, they will never get the opportunity to experience what you, okay, underline the you, have to offer. So with that being said, you guys, I absolutely love y'all. Y'all are my BFFs. I don't really hang out with people locally. I have a few friends, but I don't hang out. So you guys are like my BFFs, and I love getting on here talking to you guys. So, all right. I think that is everything. Okay. So, in conclusion, I am sending you my prayers of encouragement and success your way. You got this. Okay. You've got it. Just hang in there. You've got it. I'm going to leave those 2 links down below. So if you would like to take a part and take advantage of my Childcare Business Automation Academy pre-sale, I'm going to leave that link down below. I'm also going to leave the link down below for those of you that are trying to get started. I've got that free 4-part video trainings that I have created. That is for you there. And also, I can't think of anything else. So, thank you so much, you guys. This has been so much fun. I am so thankful and grateful for you guys. And I will see you guys at the Lord's will next Wednesday. So have a great rest of your afternoon, and God bless. Talk to you later. Bye.